Gondor has lost its second city in Dol Amroth, and now it has come to reclaim it. Alongside them here today, we have the Wildmen of Dunland and the Elves of the Wooden Realm as the Feats of Dol Amroth and the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm and the Dwarves of the Iron Hills are looking to defend it to the very last man. And alongside them here today, we also have the Elves of Lothlorien, who are rebelling against their Sindar cousins in the Wooden Realm. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days siege for you here today, and we do have a beautiful 3v3 here. A very close 3v3, I've been told, as well. So there's another reason to make sure you have your snacks and your drinks ready at hand, because yes, we have a glorious clash ahead of us as we have the Khazad Legionnaires here defending the streets. Look at that black metal shield wall. It looks awesome. And with this beautiful city of Dol Amroth, a map that now works again as well. It didn't really, like when the in the previous update in like 0.85 the towers, when these towers collapsed, it crashed the game. Basically every game just crashed, went straight to desktop. So evidently now that we got a replay out of it, that fix has been, well, that bug has been fixed, and that is no longer an issue anymore. So yeah, it will be interesting to see a Dol Amroth siege for a change, because we haven't had one in ages. And yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful map. And look at this final like citadel as well. I mean, people, this is the final defense. I don't think we'll ever, don't think we'll be getting there today. Looking at how the dwarves are setting up, and the elves, so they're planning to defend this outer area here, which I'm a big fan of. Don't often see people defend all the walls as well, but we do have a bit of a commitment to the walls over here, it looks like, by Lothlorien, or at least it did look like that was the case. They're actually now just evacuating the walls as I speak. I spoke too soon, the curse of the commentator. And yeah, it looks like they are going to be withdrawing to the second tier already. I mean, numbers-wise, they are vastly outnumbered. Not vastly outnumbered, I'd say. Only 2,300, actually. It's not that big of a sort of number difference. If there was an evil faction, I imagine, like a real true evil faction, like an orc faction, I imagine that would be larger. But all these factions are pretty normal-sized armies and units as well. If anything, with the elves of the Wooden Realm here, we've got a faction with smaller than average units as well in size. We do have Dunland here, which will be interesting to see, because they're showing off some of their new units that we haven't really seen too much. We don't see Dunland, I'd say, enough in these replays. People don't necessarily play them as much anymore. We've got the Orthanc Servants, which is kind of like one of the, I feel like just kind of takes us back to the original phase of what Dunland was, with its Isengard hand-me-downs. Because they pretty much, these guys are just like Uruk-hai pikemen, but just, they're just men underneath, rather than enraged Uruks. But yeah, we've got them ready to go. We've got the Warlords Champions as well, which you can bring unlimited amounts of if you wanted to. They aren't capped, like a lot of other tier 4 units, and yeah, it's a very nasty shock infantry. So it's one of the strengths of Dunland, is that you can bring them as an uncapped unit. We've got Gondor landing over here as well. It looks like Dunland's landing further down the line with more of his cheaper stuff. But the axe Herbane over here, I think they're getting their javies off with their throwing axes before they get sent into action here against the dwarves, Erebor Axe Guard. Sorry, Erebor Spear Guard here, in fact. I think a bit bold by Dunland to send in his infantry so soon. I would have got the rest of his army inside. They're called the Elite. I mean, it's unlikely he's going to make a breakthrough, but also just more that then he has reserves ready to go. If anything were to happen that he was to break through, he's now getting his archers over the wall, which is great. But yeah, I'd get this small elite corps over the walls as well, sooner rather than later. And now with also the gates being destroyed, really they should be capturing this soon and just pouring in the rest of their army, to be honest. Gondor and the elves, they don't really need to keep using these towers either. But yeah, already a bit of engagement taking place in the streets of Dol Amroth here. We'll have to do like a siege where we have Dol Amroth and Gondor in the defense against armies of orcs. That'll be really fun to see. It's been, like I said, a hot minute since we've done Dol Amroth siege. Maybe we should do a more accurate siege. Evil against good. Instead of a lot of good, we've got Dunland as well, which is sort of evil, but also I feel like sort of not. Kind of just influenced by just events going on around them, and they just throw their lot in, arguably with evil. I don't feel like you could say that Dunland is evil to its core. Not like Mordor or Dol Guldur. The Dwarves holding here, they're going to hold for ages. The Spear Guard are solid. I don't see them breaking anytime soon. I've also got Axe Guard in there as well. So yeah, like the Dwarves are holding this for a long time. Sort of real fight going on, yeah. Axe Herbane. It's cool that they have jabbies or like throwing axes. They're definitely not as good at throwing axes as jabbies are. That's for sure. Oh gosh, look at these defenses up here as well. The elves have got like pole arms and spears stacked on top of each other. That's gonna be disgusting to see in action. That's for sure. We've got all the dwarves up here with their crossbows as well, the Iron Hill crossbows, and the archers as well. So behind. Surprised we haven't seen like a trebuchet or something brought by Gondor, maybe just either destroy walls or just to lob missiles into this in some of these tightly packed areas. I mean, I imagine they would be stacking on top of each other if they saw Gondor had a trebuchet, but yeah, maybe they made rules of no artillery. I don't know, but yeah, usually in a siege, artillery's allowed. So as Gondor, I would have brought some if I was there. Got the Elven King Riders over here, and we've got Lasgarlan Warriors, the Shock Infantry, the new unit that Woodland Realm has access to. Is that hybrid shock unit, which is both missile and also shock. Tower's been destroyed. There you go. There's the towers collapsing with the capture of the gate there. Looks like they lost a fair few forest axes, but yeah, not the end of the world. They could have lost a lot worse unit, but like that. Gondor Sword Infantry losing 30. Jeez, that's a lot actually of Gondor Swords. It's a small sacrifice to make, at least, to capture the gate and get in a little bit quicker. That is for sure. Here comes more Axe Herbane. They're going to get going as well, and they're going to be attacking into this choke point here with the Wardens of the Deep and the guards of Durin's Gate. Got these boys set. This is some top tier units standing in this choke point, so I don't think the Axe Herbane are getting through this either. And as you might have gathered, there you go, the throwing axe. Oh, geez, yeah, the front rank there of the polearms got killed pretty quickly. Look at that guy, he got 3 axes to the head. A rip in peace to him. This guy's not doing much better. He got 2 as well, look to the neck. Oof, what a way to go. What a way to go. Not even really see... Oh, that guy's been an absolute champ. He's not a coward like the rest of these guys. He's got an axe through his eye. He's still hanging in there. Love that. Yes, as you might be imagining, seeing that we have Khazad-dûm in today's siege battle, that we do in fact have War of the Mountains on. We also have Last Breath on, but I don't think there's any Last Breath factions on in today. We've just got a War of the Mountain faction, and the rest are vanilla factions. So yeah, so Last Breath does add sometimes like some additions to some factions, but I don't think that's the case with any of the factions here today. Glorious as ever. I do like the basic sort of like silver, just the look of the Erebor warriors. It just looks so good, in my opinion. Like the tier 3 axe and spear variant is also brilliant. They just look good. It just looks clean, smart. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. They are slaughtering a lot of the Axe Herbane here. Doing a lot of damage. They're going to need to send in some reserves there. They got another unit ready to go, but I don't think they're going to make any impact as well. And they've what killed, say, like 40? No, 30? No, yeah, 40 like Erebor Spear Guards. That is not enough to kill off their... yeah, they're going to need to send in, what, another 2 units have any success there. Breakthrough. We're going to see Archer Fire going in, though. Archers... being shot straight into the side of these polearms. I mean, they're obviously stacking with Durin's guards here. And they're going to try and hold. I mean, you're going to see more the Axe Herbane go in. So maybe that's just to try and pin the Wardens? I don't know, but I mean, the Wardens are probably better just staying there. They're taking some hits, but they're not dying too quickly. The spears are kind of doing their job. I don't know why we haven't seen a bit more of a rush from Gondor and the Wooden Realm to get their stuff inside, but maybe they feel like they don't need to. There's not really a lot of space to send stuff in at the moment, which I could kind of agree with. They are kind of stuck with what to do, though. I mean, they could push here. This is what I feel like is a valid place to push. Forest Axes here. Charge into the Amroth Sentinels. They may be a little worried they're going to get side-shotted by stuff, which, yeah, they are, but, I mean, this is a pushable choke point. At least there's no pole arms here for them to worry about. And they could also bring up their own archers. They could get their archers right outside the wall, and they could try and shoot the Amroth Sentinels getting side shots there, or shoot the archers of Lothlorien as well. There's also an option. So yeah, I mean, I feel like they need to make a push over there soon, because otherwise Dunland's going to just butt his head against this dwarven opponent. He's technically fighting two dwarves. Well, I don't know. I guess the dwarves kind of scattered everywhere, but he's fighting two players at the same time here in Khazad-dûm and Erebor. Erebor and Khazad-dûm could just send more troops over to this front if the other guys don't start attacking soon. Yes, if you want to get involved in any sort of Dawnless Days battles or send in your own replays to feature on the channel, then do join my Discord. That is the best place to go to get involved in any sort of Total War action to do with the channel. Like I said, whether that's sending stuff in or whether that's participating in battles as well. With Lasgard archers. Oh, sorry, Lasgard axes. Getting ready to go over the wall. Now, the attackers are going to have to either go in or they're going to have to retreat because they're just getting shot standing here now. It just seems as though Lothlorien's got bored of their presence on his ramp here, and he's going to start shooting into the Forest axes and just doing some damage to them. It already is, yeah, killing off nearly 20 of those axes. They are not exactly the most well-armored thing in the world. Yeah, again, Gondor over here, kind of stuck with ideas of what to do. They are killing these Erebor crossbows, though, which I hadn't realized they've been passively doing that. That's Gondor archers here, using up a lot of their ammo, though, to achieve that. That is at least one thing Erebor has in favor, is that they have very heavy crossbows. It takes a lot of ammo to kill off one unit. That's one less archer unit that's in shooting up pole arms, which litter this battlefield. I still don't know if I like the look of the guards to Durin's Gate. And the red and gold? I don't know, it's just a bit in your face. This is for me. Yeah. They're holding anyway. The Wardens are starting to lose the Wardens of the Deep. I think that's got something to do with them being shot on the side. I like how these are also Noldor. I think that's something that maybe the devs of the War of Mountains mod need to look at, making sure that their units actually have the right sort of race. I don't know if it actually really matters, the stats, that probably not. They just really annoy me. Like, oh yeah, I'm playing against the Dwarves. Oh, but for some reason I'm part of the Noldorian race. It's like the same with Gundabad. They're like, for some reason they are the Noldor as well. Very odd. I like how this guy also got like a little flag in the back. I don't know if that's always been. Has that always been the case? How many replays? How many battles have we gone through with Erebor in? The guy's always has a little flag on his back. Maybe he has. I've never realised. Yeah. Looks giving off samurai vibes though. That's for sure with his little flag there. And they're firing with their missiles. Oh, they're shooting the ones the deep withdrawn. Fair enough. I mean, now I definitely try and push this quite hard because it's just the spear unit in here. If Dunland could bring up a shock unit, which most of their army is now just about to get inside, bring in a shock unit, maybe try and test the water breakthrough there with that. There's now Galadriel elves and archers over there, though, so they might find that would be not a wise idea to send in shock just this moment. Orsax, focused down to 76 before he decided to give them a move. I'd still just start pushing somewhere here. I mean, the Amroth Sentinels here, pushing to them. There's hunters behind them, but yeah, they could potentially break through and then start going and capping the point, which would be very funny if that was the way that they won this game, but just sort of punching through a very weak sword line and then going immediately capping the point while trying to also defend it. But I don't know, I guess they might be able to get stuff back in time from the other side. It still would be very funny to see given a go. What are they popping over here? Shields ready, okay. Alder's over here as well. He's just watching from his position. Kelly just shooting the back of these forest archers here, or forest axes. And those Gondor archers are out of ammo after just, you know, killing that well, I think they killed... No, they didn't even kill the entire crossbow unit. Wow. Killed quite a lot of it, but not the entirety of it.
Keep him alive!
The general was under attack for someone. I think it was Lothlorien. I think he's being shot. I mean, it's not a bad idea from Gondor, actually. It's a very light bow unit, and bows do have a 0 missile block chance. There's a chance to actually do a lot of damage to Helder if he's not paying attention. It's quite high. I think he still has some armor, though, so, like a fair amount of it. So I mean, if they brought more missiles, this could actually like work quite quickly. If they had the elven bows here as well from the Wooden Realm, could do a lot of damage there. Gondor has just sent his archers in a bit forlornly. And the Iron Guard will have no problem killing off these Gondorian archers. Whole arms as well is just a disgusting combo of elves and dwarves. It really is. Gondor's going to have a real trouble getting through there. And still over here, as you can see, Axe Herbane being beaten by all these Spear Guards. The Spear Guard's down to 50 now, but still a pretty effective unit. This one's losing as well. The shocks in here, that's why. Dwarf champions have been sent in. That's a good spot to actually send them in down by the coast out here. I don't think it's easy to shoot. I mean, we'll see. Galadriel bows actually might just get activated here and start shooting at them. I have no issue. Let's see. Yep, they have no issue at all. Okay, that actually... I mean, it's still probably the best place to send them in if you're going to send them in anyway. They can only get one archer here easily, and it seems like it's also obstructed from where it is already. So it's going to be difficult. But it is evidently having some effect. Looks like they're shooting back as well. Archer Herbane here, trying to distract the elves. So yeah, again, that's not a bad little move there from the Dunman player. Yeah, at the moment, he's just butting his head against a lot of these dwarves and waiting until something gives. We're like a good 20 minutes? No, not like 10 minutes into the siege? 15 minutes into the siege? And finally, there's been a push here, actually. We've not really seen what's happening. I mean, there's a lot of units just broke there all of a sudden. Forest axes all just broke. But yeah, they are finally pushing in. Gondor's really yet to make a dedicated push himself. Oh, that's a mistake there from them. What happened here? Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. I mean, we've got Lascar and Axes in here now, who's a better unit. Yeah, some of the magic claims went into melee, then I've just pulled out where they overcommitted. Getting baited by the forest axes. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, they've lost a lot there. Those magic claims have been wasted already at half strength. Yeah, this is kind of what the elves and the dwarves are wanting. Sort of like this offensive here. They're going to then shoot into the backs and the sides of each of these units. But it was going to have to happen at some point. It's either that or you charge pole arms. It's like you've got. It's the better of the two evils. be honest, is to try and break through there. And just got to hope and pray that they run out of ammo. You can try and support it yourself with archers. That looks like what the Wooden Realm is doing now. He's bringing up his last Garland Warriors. Good. You can get side shots into these Amroth Sentinels. Really change the outcome of that fight. He also needs to get more infantry there, because once these Lasgarden axes are spent, he's got nothing really to send over there. Dwarves still holding here. These units have done really well. They are starting to die, though. Yeah, what are they bringing forward here? Oh, there's a fresh Erebor Axe, though, still ready to come forward. It's going to be needed on this side more. The War Champions, even though they were getting shot at, having some effect, and are breaking through this iron line. There you go. Fresh axes going in. Should be enough. I would have maybe thrown my axes first. The throwing axes, they really don't do anything, to be honest. Like, do too much damage. Yeah, archers are shooting. What are they shooting at, though? They're shooting at the crossbows here, the Hunters of Khazad-dûm, who are, I think, being set up to try and deal with the Lasgarden Warriors. They should have a pretty good angle, I would have thought. They can arc a little bit, can crossbows, and also he's got a pretty good line of sight anyway, just to shoot pretty much straight down. Actually, to be honest, the elves have the harder job trying to shoot up and over those crenellations. We got the Lord's Lasgarden. They're looking the wrong way, though, but they're going to start shooting. Interesting. Interesting. I'd like to see how that works. And this is not good here. Lasgarden range scheme focused on a very good bow unit as well, with a lot of ammo. Well, the half ammo left. Being taken out by the Galadhon archers as well, who are being double teamed. Gondor is also shooting here as well, trying to force them back. We've had swords now going. This is Gondor's first proper offensive, you could argue. They are getting side shots as well. The Archer Herbane, they're trying to side shot this choke point here as the pole arms assist the hold here with the Iron Guard. Pole arms, they're kind of dying. Iron Guard unfazed. There you go.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
But the swords there falling back, they evidently don't feel like that's working as a choke point anymore. Mantra Flame is in over here. It's the same unit that's already been pulled out. This is Erebor's Mantra Flame. This is a healthy unit going in. So this is going to hold for ages. Mantra Flame. Oh, for what it used to be, I mean, I can't even remember what it used to be, but it's not. It used to look that good. They put so much work into it. The Dwarves are definitely one of the factions that have had the most love for Dawn's days, that's for sure. And it's been worth it. They look great now. I mean, these guys also look great. They didn't ever need. They got them right first time though. The Lasgarden units. Like I said, I think the Elves of Wooden Realm, my favorite faction. They're going to send in the spears now. It's a shame. I mean, they're slowly becoming less my favorite faction because the caps. You know, every 2 of these now. They are being sent in very shortly. They're going to try and break through. Amroth Sentinels to try and hold. There are still plenty of missile options here. The crossbows, they'll to shoot. And we've got another crossbow up here that can probably shoot into that space as well. I'd send up a little bit more if I could as the elves. I'd probably, bring up the pole arms. It might be a dual die now, to be honest, for the Wooden Realm to try and break through that choke point if they're going to do it. Or Gondor's going to have to go over and have to send some stuff there, try and support. What have we got? Yeah, more Lasgarden blades. We've got the Gate Wardens as well. Gondor swords. Gondor again sitting in archers. Gondor again having no joy, really, at all. And actually, that healthy axe that we saw be sent in a few moments ago, that's already losing. Probably that is because there's healthy axe Herbane now in here as well. Or Herbane. There we go, the dwarves are kind of rallying, they're just taking a charge. These ankle-biter dwarves, they're doing what they can do. They do best. Fight! They're losing though. I mean, they got some serious chevrons though. 2 bronze is pretty impressive for the dwarves. I don't know if they earned those, if they've been given those. Who knows? Mantra claimers. They've fallen back. Can't see them anymore. Where have they gone though? Don't know. They've been moved somewhere else. But I'm sure they'll be back on the front lines soon enough. But we've got Baal and Mantra Claimer here as well. We've got so many Mantra Claimers in today's game. There it is. I think that's where it is. It's gone over here. Oh, they can phase through this wall. What witchcraft is this? But yeah, the dwarves setting more and more troops down there to go and deal with that flank. It actually looks like we're going to see Khazad Dooms and some Khazad Legionnaires over here. Really keen to keep Dunland out of these 2 choke points. Try and keep them here. Like I said, this is their front line they're going to try and hold, and they're not going back from that. These choke points are where they're holding. I mean, they're still wasting ammo on this Galaton Archer here as well. I just realised are the attackers. Poor there. They need to move that on. That's poor micro. They also start shooting this choke point here, which Gondor has decided to start pushing on. Khazad Legionnaires with the black armor, soon to be covered in mannish blood. I can't imagine these Gondor swords are going to break through. They're okay, they're good. You can bring lots of them. That's kind of like their thing.
Nothing remains of this unit.
They aren't capped like a lot of other tier 3 units. Certainly for the elves, anyway. The elves have most of their tier 3 units all capped. Certainly Wooden Realm. And there you go. Yeah, Gondor swords. For a moment there, we're losing, and they're losing again now. Losing decisively, actually, to the Khazad Legionnaires. And yeah, they're not really doing too much in the way of impact. 10 dead, that's it. Still shooting Haldir, though, and also the Galadrim Spear Warriors here. Both are great targets. Lasgar Warriors are the reason that's happening. And yeah, this one's already out of ammo. Wow.
The men have broken
Burning through the ammo. Well, they have the same amount of ammo as well as a typical archer, so that's impressive that they've already got through all that. Forest Archers going in here. It looks like the polearms, they've broken. They finally broke the polearms down at 4. They gave in. Iron Guard's still in the fight, and they're barely damaged. There's only 25 troops, and there's Amroth Sentinels to go in. There's a long way to go until this choke point becomes a Gondorian position. Breaking, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, and there you go. Dunland actually did break through. The Managed Climbers didn't get here in time. Khazad Legionnaires are both in there. They should be able to push this back, though. I mean, also, it's not the end of the world. It's still here. Or if it's slightly further back where they decide to hold. But yeah, that's... actually, oh no, they can't sneak through here. Don't think they can anyway, unless there's more witchcraft I don't know about. But Dwarven Barrack Guard up here as well. Yeah, looks like... All of Erebor's elites now being committed to that front, and we've got all the Axe Herbane here as well set up and making a literal battery firing on these Galadriel bow warriors who would come on their own, try and help staunch the flow of Dunlending troops coming through. Yeah, they need to win this fight quickly so they can regain the ground they've lost. Get back to the start point they were at. Yeah, the Manchclone is slaughtering the wildlings in front of the Dunlend troops. I don't know what the archers are doing going in the melee though. They should not be going in there. That's definitely a mistake. I think he was just shooting at something and it's fallen back. I don't know, or maybe he just that's a mistake. He's pulling back the Manchclone though. I think it's because of the charge here of the wall as champions, and maybe they're going to counter charge. And that's the play he's going for. Yeah, because you can see these Khazad Legionnaires. They're taking quite a hit from the charge. Now whether the Manchclones will go back in, no, they're just getting shot. Oh my gosh, that poor the Axe Herbane here, focusing down the Galadriel bow warriors. Poor elves getting literally focused down. Look at that. So I mean, actually, you can't really see it now, but those elves have a lot of arrows shooting out of them. Those have survived. Manchclone probably should think about going back in or countercharge with the Dwarven Barrack Guard. Oh yeah, here he goes. Right, so they're going to now go back in. Dunlend has actually smashed through that line there. Khazad Legionnaires, are they breaking? No. That's odd. We can't see the marker for them though. Very odd. All the other choke points though, still steady as they go. Iron Guards over here are starting to drop though, and nothing being sent over here just at the moment to support. But there are options on what they can send in. Lothlorien has plenty of reserves to send in when it wants to. Numbers wise, there's 3,200 defenders, 4,900 attackers. This is also looking very concerning, and the elves have actually now put a lot of their forces over here to support Khazad-dûm. Because the Lasgarlan warriors are going on those hybrids.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
The Amroth Sentinel, another great bang for your buck sword unit, I feel like. They're having to hold against, really solid opponent as well. The Lasgarlan warriors who are dying, I feel like they aren't that great with this. I feel like they kind of suck a little bit. Yeah, the Galadriel sword warriors over here as well, they are solidifying this. They could be getting side shots right now if Gondor set up his archers, or even the archers here. Towards Lasgarlan, why aren't they being used? Get them down along the wall. Start side shotting into the units here. Thranduil's waiting. He's itching to get in there, itching for a breakthrough. Not going to get one. Give him a bit of abilities. I'm not really sure what he's doing here. Over on this side, polearms are losing. Wardens the Deep are losing. It's because the polearms are in here for as well for the Wooden Realm, but they're losing as well, and they're losing a lot worse. Here's the Amon Lank, and also the Archer Fire. Well, that's what's really doing the damage, the Archer Fire.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
The Heroes of Amon Lank are getting stuck in there. I presume it's Defender's Archer Fire. I'm not really sure. No, it actually is the attackers, so that's not friendly firing, I don't think. Ironhill still have a lot of crossbows that they need to commit somewhere. Whether they, Erebor have a lot of crossbows that they need to commit, which are Ironhill crossbows. Whether they want to commit them over here, just to bait the Axe Herbanes, the Archer Herbanes, ammo, just to, save their own infantry. Balin, we've still got Durin's Old Mithril Guard, we've got a lot of stuff still to send in here. This front has started to become a bit more tactical.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
They have broken through this choke point, so they can rear charge the Dwarven Barrack Guard here. This is gonna be quite hard to now defend in its current situation. They'd be better holding further back, pretty much where they are now with Durin's old Mithril Guard. That's where I try and hold instead. It looks like we're going to see a bit of a mess take place in a moment here. Barlin's going in. Erebor's general is about to get sent into combat. I mean, he's probably used most of his army in the engagement he's currently in. He's going to try and hold this choke point. That was not the choke point I would have tried to hold. I would have tried to push back to this one, but no. But Pikes down here, all thanks servants that are being sent in. They will definitely give Dunland the upper hand. Or is he just going to defend the flank and make sure that we can't see any cheeky dwarves going around? Those elves. The elves are pushing, and so yeah, that's where these Orthanc servants go. And they should just set up where they are now, just wait there, and just wait for the elves to run onto their pikes. Mithril Guard going. Mithril, Antrim Plague is going in. I'm thinking of the old, the Mithril Guard of Khazad-dûm.
Has been destroyed.
Balin should hold here for a while. It should be fine, but all those champions might overpower him. I don't know if he can get archer support. It looks like Haldor is trying to support his dwarven ally as much as he can. He needs to resupply. If they've got any resupply to use on that supply barrel, he needs to use it now. Get more ammo into those bows. The Iron Guard over here nearly been broken through. There's 37 of them left, but they are being saved right now by Elven Shot. Slaughtering Gondor. Gondor pretty much attacking on a very narrow front. He's attacked this choke point. He's attacked the other one a little bit, where the Tall Guardians are now. He's not doing a lot of attacking to us. It's going to be mainly him left. I don't know if you want, really. I feel like you want something realm left at the end. It's better morale. Better units generally. There you go. Gondor is not going to get very far. He's getting baited. It's a very smart little tactic there from the Lasgarn Lothlorien player. Sorry. And that's concerning. So Thranduil has found a way through. He's gone through the gap here, so they are slowly breaking their way through. And I think that's why the shock's been pulled back. And action stations are being called. I think we're going to see a withdrawal to the next layer because I do not know if they can continue to hold this position now. Thranduil, though, might have just given away the initiative there because he had broken through and he was pulled back through. The Mantra Claim is here, holding with 6 guys left. He needs to go and try and get all those crossbows. This is what needs to go to Thranduil. If you can get those crossbows, that's huge. That's like 300 dwarves worth of crossbows here. That's a lot of, and there's a lot of ammo that can be lost. But yeah, they need to start thinking about pulling back beast spears as well, and just like along this front, just start pulling back stuff. Because if one sort of area breaks, then all the others are going to start to break slowly but surely. And yeah, these swords are going to get into the crossbows as well. That might be a let off there that they've not sent in Thranduil, because he would have been able to cover that ground and get them. But whether he was worried about his general being killed, he's not got loads left though. He's got a little bit. He's got some stuff left. What have we got over here? Is there anything here? And this is all. I feel like this is all Gondor. Like, yeah, there's not a lot left for Woodland Realms. He could have sent Thranduil in, I feel like. Dunland over here is slowly dying. Actually, his general's in here. The general's fighting Old Mithril Guard. Along with Mansion Claimers, I believe. No Amor Sentinels. Yeah, this is not good for Dunland. If he loses his general, they could, yeah, they could be screwed. And they've still got a fair amount of troops. They had other warlord champions to send in. They have the pikes, which are still healthy. Archers with ammo. They are pretty much out of sword infantry. They're like on their last dregs. But yeah, not good for Dunland decided to send that in first. Always will puzzle me why you send that a general in before you send in your your other like normal shock infantry, your general should not be going in before anything else. It should be the last reserve to send in, unless you have no other choice. Because, well, I guess if everything else is tied up, it is your last reserve, because it's the only free unit you have. You kind of, that's my point. The general should be the last thing going in, the reserve of the reserve. Shock here, they're slaughtering these archers. The Warriors of Lost not going in, they're not going to be the responsible party for breaking through. Gondor over here still holding on with these Khazad Legionnaires. Oh my, this is the same one that's insane. They've lasted a long time as well fighting Gondor here. They've kind of patched up this choke point here because Wooden Realm made a really poor effort to try and punch through here. Slow bringing up more reserves. They've kind of actually saved themselves over here for now. 2 Wardens in the choke point here. So the elite pole arms of Erebor being thrown in, and that's definitely going to hold the line for a while. It's got Heroes of Ammon Lank. They got some good units to hold there for now, which is good to see. They're going to need them. Balin, is he doing okay? He seems like he's okay for now. Dunland's generals, I presume, dead? No, he's not. He's 3 out of 9. He's in there in that 3. Balin's just been absolutely champing through these pipes. Damn, he's fighting an enemy with a massive pointy stick. They're all losing decisively, actually, including Balin. No one's winning that combat, apparently. Funny old world. Total war. Got the veterans of Khazad-dûm here, which are pitch black. You can barely see them in the shadows. They're another axe and shield unit. They need to kill Dunland's general soon, maybe just to save their own general, because like I said, they could do with maybe some sort of a mass route taking place. Balin here is, I mean, he's still got 42, so he's not too weak, but still, he's hanging on. Kind of a bit of an offensive here, and this is a mistake here from the defenders. That's going to open up a gap, and Gondor's taking advantage of that. He's going to go straight behind the infantry here. No, he's not actually. He's just going to go for a side charge. Terrible decision. Flanked around, gone in, just could have again caused another breakthrough. This is, yeah, massive mistake here. I don't know whether they just got baited out by the Gondor players, or whether they just took the offensive. Either or, not a good reason. Should have just stayed in their choke point. Yeah, I think this choke point's about to go. Legend Sword Warriors there, yeah, breaking. That is not good. They're going to send forward crossbows to try and save the day here. That's definitely not going to hold the line. They could get a volley off, maybe 2. Not going to stop this breakthrough.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
They got nothing. They actually, the dwarves have nothing to send over there. No. What's going on here? Oh, it's just like, is the units getting stuck facing through the building? I think it is. Like, yeah, parts of the bodyguard and stuff like that, they're all falling down. they dying when they do that?
The men are broken and are fleeing.
No, but they're all getting stuck here. It's not entirely not glitchy anymore. Well, that's something to keep an eye on. I mean, it's still a bit of a glitchy map. Just not as glitchy. There's a different Balin in here now, I just realized as well. This is Balin the Manchu Claim instead of Balin the Variable. As far as I'm aware, both are still alive. We have 4 Manchu Claimers in today's game. Jeez, that's a lot of Manchu Claimers. Thanks, servants. They're doing a lot better now. They seem to be anyway. They're fighting over here as well. This is Admiral Sensors. They're making their offensive here. Have they routed the pikes? They have. Ooh, interesting. I think that might have been. I don't know. Was that a ranged responsibility, or maybe they just went into melee and they killed them? I don't know. Either way, they're now going to win this fight here. They're going to defeat War's champions. Don't know if the general is dead though. I presume. No, he's not. He's not. You're joking me. Presume this is the general here, the officer. He is still alive. Him and his 2 bodyguard. What a champ. What a champ.
Our men flee the field of battle.
That's insane. See, Dunland's not having any morale issues just yet because it still has his general. We've now got Haldir in the front line here. We've got Men of London. Why wouldn't they send in first? Why have they only just been sent in now? Haldir in the red and gold guards during the gate. Push on, like the Men of London. Bizarrely, they've all been sent in here. But this is looking like the best place for a breakthrough now for the attackers. Gondor here with so many archers you can deal with. Oh no, there's another breakthrough here. Another breakthrough there. They've got literally nothing left. I mean, they seem to keep producing something that can plug up a choke point, but there is nothing now, I feel like. Thranduil and the Men of Gondor breaking through. 10 minutes on the clock. Can the defenders hold? I don't know. We'll see. Crossbows are being sent into melee. They're like smothering the attackers here with crossbows, trying to hope and pray they'll do something. Almost not worth bringing the crossbows. They've not used any ammo, yet they're all going to get murdered here by Thranduil. They might as well have just been not bothered to bring and bring more axes or more of anything else, more melee. This choke point's gone quite quiet, mainly because the 2 Mordants here getting shot at, and the Heroes of Amon Lang is a pretty tough choke point to try and break through. We've got the remains of ammo here. The Lords Lasgalan finally using their ammo, and Lasgalan warriors. I mean, you could just leave something there to kind of pin that choke point down and then just attack in this one mostly. Also, we should be seeing Boromir now and the Prince's Coast Guards also pushing that choke point. You desperately need to. They've got the breakthrough they wanted and needed. And this is not good here. Balin has won his fight against the Orthanc servants. And yeah, actually, we're now seeing a bit of a mass rout, to be honest, for Dunland. Dunland is pretty much spent. Is now Gondor taking over this choke point. Maintenance as well. He's going to be sitting in shock and pole arms. See whether they can do anything. Balin 2.0 is going to have to fight that fight. Balance power is like horrendously in favor of the attackers right now. 800 allied troops left against 1900 attackers. go, routing that crossbow.
We are losing ground.
And over on this side here, yes, still just watching on. That's probably enough, actually, just to keep that area tied down. They are now wisely moving everything to the other choke points. It's good to see. Oh, we've got General in here. We've got Haldir fighting Thranduil. Thranduil is pulling out. He was risking his own life there. Haldir also. Both, I think, are pretty spent at this point, but more important for Haldir to stay alive than the Elven King. I would have said. Mainly because, yeah, the Lothlorien player does still have at least a healthy sword over here, which is hoping to try and pin down and kill these Prince's Coast Guard. They're doing a good job, actually. The Hunters of Khazad-dûm Ridge shooting the Princes of Coast Guard. And over here, Balin is slapping up the shock infantry as well. Go, Mandragones win, and the shock infantry withdraws.
Dark day. Our general has died at
There you go, general's died. I think that's Haldir that's died. Let's go and double check on that. Yeah, I think Haldir has died. Oh yeah, he's got charged by some weakened forest axes there. Now. I don't think it's the end of the world. Oh, I guess actually the Heroes of Aman over here as well. That could be a problem. I mean, yeah, we don't even have the marker for the Tomb Wardens here, but they are holding that choke point. Praying that they can keep it alive. Crossers again still fighting here.
Our men are wavering. Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
So that Ironhead crossbow also is bugged out with where its marker is. I don't know. They're all stuck over here. That's why. They've held this front, which is, I mean, this battle has been very exciting in these two choke points here. But they are losing the greater battle on this front here, generally, are the defenders. The attackers are slowly but surely taking it. Are they going to go to the cap point? There's 5 minutes left. I'm intrigued what is going to happen for the remains here, because I think most of the army somehow bugged out and stuck in this area here. Or I don't know if they're bugged out or not. So they are. They're looking pretty bugged out, to be honest. Which is unfortunate. So you have to be careful, I guess, when you go around that area. There's a sword here. That's just phased through. That's then come up there. That doesn't seem to have an issue, though, drawing. I guess maybe just it depends where you go down. Maybe this wall has got a bit of an issue. Anyway, we're going to fast forward a little bit, just see what happens. Because the defenders, obviously, they have some stuff left, but I don't know how much of it is easily attackable, if you say that. And then I guess the attackers are just going to go for the final choke point, like the final cap point. 1,500 left. So, I mean, that's still quite a lot of attackers left, but the defenders have done a good job. Making a stand here with one of their remaining units, guards Durin's Gate. But yeah, the shock going in. The Warriors of Losnark actually now managing to overpower a spear for the first time in their life. Got Amroth Sentinels here. They've made their withdrawal from docks. They're going in against the archers here. Archer Herbane, but still with ammo as well. They've managed to hold on to that for a long time. We've got spears slowly pushing forward. go for the cat point. Not rushing themselves, of course. Could do that. Yeah, we'll just fast forward again a little
Our
bit.
men
Because
flee the
there's not
field of
really a lot
battle.
going on in
This is
these
a
final few
shameful
minutes here.
display.
As we just wait for the guards of Durin's Gate to die, I think, really. And the Amroth Sentinels over here. They're the last two fully active sort of like infantry units that they have. The rest, like I said, are all just stuck in here, which kind of is a shame. But something we'll have to keep an
The
eye
men
on
are broken and
when we do
running for
some
their
Dol
lives.
Amroth scenarios. Oh, and I guess I got a crossbow over here as well, but they're not going to be holding against Gondor's infantry here. Even the men of Landen have survived. But the Dwarves have fought well. There you go. Looks like, yeah, I think Khazad-dûm's mass routed. I think we'll see Erebor go as well, and I think that's going to be GG, to be honest. I don't know if there's anything else left. These guys are, like, all breaking. Where are the Tomb Warders? I presume the Tomb Warders are still in that choke point. I don't know where they are. I know they're there. Why are they here? I do not know. I don't think the replay's bugged. I'm not really sure. I don't think it is. I think the players just did not move the Tomb Wardens. They just ignored the Tomb Wardens that they've routed anyway. Boromir scared them. And that should be GG. That's going to be a victory for... Well, it's a draw, but I would give that as a victory to the attackers. I'm sorry. I think they won that there. We'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. This was sent in by Ark, who was playing as Lothlorien. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. We've got 164 kills with Haldir here. 308 kills with that Amroth Sentinel. That's not even like fighting like orcs or something like that, which is how you get that many kills. That's for a lot of like good factions. That's a lot of kills there, 308. 299 with the Gladrim Swordmasters is also not shabby. And then 155 with the Heroes of Amon Lank. 149 kills with the Gladrim Spear Warriors. 315 with the Gladrim Bow Warriors. We have Ice Killer playing as Khazad-dûm. 200 kills with Balin, and he's still healthy as well. Oh, what happened to him? Where did he go? He must have got bugged out as well, I think. 125 kills with the Manchu Claimers. 120 kills with the Khazad Legionnaires. Veterans of Khazad-dûm, 152 kills. Guards of Durin's Gate, 303 kills. These guys did very well, even if I don't like their luck. They did well. 130 kills here with the Wardens of the Deep, 153 with the Ulm. Both good kills for the polearms. And Crossbows getting 164 kills, 112 is not too bad. And we have Toast playing as Erebor. Did well holding those two streets for as long as he did against the might of Dunland. Balin getting 177 kills. His other man should claim 181 kills. 164 kills the Erebor Axe Warriors. 194 with another one there. His Iron Guards getting 265 kills. His Polearms 181 kills. Yeah, the crossbows, he just shouldn't have bothered bringing them. Just have brought something else instead. Then we have Burr Mustard playing as Gondor. His Swords Head 245 kills. It's very good, actually. 221 kills as well. And then we've got... yeah, nothing else really getting kills for his like shock infantry or his pole arms. His archers did well, 182 kills, 100 kills there. We have Blue Rock playing as Dunland, getting 155 kills with the Warlords Champions, 229 kills with the Warlords Champions here, 151 with another one, 140 kills there. His Axe Herbane, which did okay, they were being an annoyance to the Dwarves, getting 121 kills the best there. Yeah, the Pikes actually getting 10 kills between them. I thought they were doing okay, but they really did not. They kind of sucked. 68 kills, 67. And then we have Cisco Crisco playing as the Wooden Realm, getting 220 kills with Thranduil. And then with Lasgarland Blades, 106 kills is pretty disappointing. Lasgarland Warriors, 262 kills, 142 kills. And his Axes, again, also disappointed, 85 kills. Again, he was fighting a lot of elves, so I guess that comes into it quite a lot for his low kills. But yeah, you'd hope to get a bit more, I feel like, for the size of this epic woodland army that we have here. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days and Lord of the Rings Siege. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show your support. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to see some more Dawnless Days videos right now, check out the ones appearing on your screen. There should be some crackers there. But until next time, I'll see you later.